UFC 300 is coming this Saturday, April 13th. And I cannot wait. It is absolutely one of the most stacked cards we have ever seen for a UFC event. A pay-per-view, fight night. It doesn't fucking matter what it is. Probably MMA history, if I'm being honest with you. This card is stacked from head to toe. Opening early prelims, number one fight is two ex-champions, okay? Two knockout artists going at it to open it up. And is Cody going to be coming back? Is this his return back to form? Is he going to be making a way back to the belt, or at least having a little bit of a run here? Going to be entering the bantamweight division, looking for blood, trying to get back to that title and be a two-division champion. This is a great opening bout because it's going to be absolutely fireworks for an early prelim, leading right into Bobby Green, ranked number 14th in the lightweight division, against Jim fucking Miller. UFC 100, UFC 200, and now UFC 300 appearance. This is going to be interesting because Jim's on a 6-fight win streak. Bobby was on a couple fight win streak and ran into Jalen Turner. Nothing against that. Is what it is. It happens. Jalen, long, rangy, very difficult for that division. But nonetheless, a loss coming off of it, going against Jim fucking Miller. You know Jim's trying to get that dub, especially his third appearance, and I'd be excited to see this one. I mean, it's just history, the fact that he's here for UFC 300 and was on 100, 200, and here we are. 400 would be crazy, Jim. But moving on, Jessica Andrade, Mariana Rodriguez. This is a pick'em fight, not necessarily sure. Mariana's won and lost against all different types of competition. Jessica's on a couple fight win streak right now, so I'm really not sure who's going to be the winner of that one. Not that I would have picked it anyways, but not necessarily sure. It's clearly a pick'em, but it's a good fight for the early prelims. Then a guy that we just talked about, KO'd Bobby Green, coming off of that, going against Renato Money Moicano. We'll see how he does. This is going to be a good fight. They both bring it. They're both dogs. And Jalen's reach, I was just talking about how long, how lengthy he is, how difficult that is in that division. But going against the veteran, Renato, how is he going to deal with that? This is the big question for him. How does he deal with that as a veteran? Getting in there against a long, lengthy guy like Jalen. Can he come out with a victory? We'll find out. Or is he going to be trying to play the outside game, which I don't think he's going to win, with someone way longer than he is. Now, the prelims. We're starting to ramp it up. Couple fan favorites here. We got Diego Lopez going against Sadiq Youssef, who's from the Contender Series, I believe. Diego Lopez, everyone fucking loves him, dude. Everyone loves him. He brings it. He's a absolute beast in that octagon. Super fun to watch. It's close. He is the favorite, minus 160. And Sadiq is plus 135 dog. He's from Nigeria, man. Never know. Could be a dark horse in that featherweight division. But Diego Lopez is trying to crack that top 15. We'll see if he can do that opening up the prelims. Right into a debut in the UFC at UFC 300, Kayla Harrison. She's going to be fighting at 135. She fights at 155 in the PFL. I'm not saying she can't do it, because I think she can. I believe she was on Ariel. She said she was already down to like 140 something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like low 50s. Regardless, she, I believe, is taking this hella serious. But if Holly can stay on the outside, I know she's a little older. We'll see. I mean, they're both like closer to 40, I believe. I'm wrong. I rescind that. Kayla Harrison's 33. Holly's 42. Now, if that age gap is going to be a factor here, we'll find out. Can Kayla get her down? Can Kayla impose her game better than Holly? Can Holly stay on the outside and do what she did to Ronda? We're going to find out. That's what this is about. This is a great debut for Kayla, I believe. And we're going to see, is she going to be able to be thrown into the deep end and learn how to swim? Or is she going to drown in her debut in the UFC at UFC 300? We'll find out, you know what I mean? This is exciting. Now, the next fight right after that, a lot of people are sleeping on it. Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling. It is a very close, again, pick'em fight. Minus 110 for each, depending on your sports book. But Calvin coming off a couple losses, not really able to get by like a Max Holloway. Everyone goes back to, I'm the best boxer in the UFC, baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, everyone has that in their head. So what can Calvin do to erase that? Can he beat the ex-champion from the lower weight class, Aljamain Sterling, who, to be fair, probably shouldn't have been at 135, but he is a dog and has that it factor where mind over matter. He digs through that shit. Half his fucking weight camp was cutting weight. Even Ray Longo was saying that. And Matt Serra. It's insane. It's insane. So we'll see if 145 is better for him. I know he's kind of around that size to begin with. Probably, like I said, shouldn't have probably been at 135, but was a champion. That goes to tell you how his mindset is. But this is a major challenge for Kattar. We'll see if Sterling can answer the bell, making his debut at 145. And the last fight on the prelims, dude. We haven't gotten to the main card yet. Do you see how stacked this entire fucking event is? It's absolutely crazy. But the prelims, we got Yuri coming off his loss against Alex Pereira, and then Alexander Rakic hadn't really fought in a couple years now. May will make it 2 years, so we're coming up on that in about a month out. So just shy of 2 years since. Is the ring rust a real thing? Yuri's coming off going against Alex. He's definitely got that dog in him. Was ex-champion, coming off that shoulder injury. We'll see if he learned from the Pereira fight. He was a little reckless, and Alex caught him very fucking well. And is Rakic going to be able to derail Yuri? Like, literally, I'm not going to say hype train because he's a champ or ex-champion, but just that aura of everyone loves him. Everyone thinks he's a warrior. He's a great fucking fighter. He's fantastic. But how long is his style going to be able to hold up, and his chin going to be able to hold up? Alexander Rakic is going to find out. He's favored, which is crazy, but is what it is. He's 5 ranked. Yuri's number 2. Minus 130 for Alexander and plus 110 for Yuri. If you're interested in betting, figured I'd tell you about that. But it's a very intriguing main event for the prelims, and I'm tuning in regard this whole fucking thing, dude. Now, the one question mark everyone has had: Bo Nickel, or no Bickle, my bad, versus Cody Brundage. I think we all understand what's going on, okay? So I don't have to talk about that one. Big fan though of No Bickle. Everyone's shitting on Cody for no reason. He was even like, yo, look, it's not my fault. Like, I just got placed where I got placed. Everyone's so upset about that, how we're getting that as to open up the main card, but it is what it is. Hopefully that one's a good one. And then Charles versus Arman. Arman's favored. Charles is beloved. Probably one of the most popular, other than Conor, UFC fighters. I mean, literally. So we'll find out. I think a lot of people online are running with that plus 170 for Charles money line. This is gonna be a good one. Then followed by Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway, who makes his second fight in the UFC's lightweight division. And like, come on, he was doing well against Dustin until, like, go back and watch that fight. I'm telling you. Don't get me wrong. Dustin bigger, way bigger back, and stronger. You could see it. But Holloway had his moments in there too. People sleep on that. But Dustin definitely showed Max what he needs to do the next time he came up, because Max has been talking about getting heavier in terms of putting on muscle, getting stronger, wanting to go and fill out his frame a little bit more, because Max is massive. So especially for 145, he should have probably gone up to 155 a little bit ago. So him going against Justin Gaethje, I'm intrigued because in the close-up, in the clinch game, Justin throws those leg kicks right out of the clinch, and Max does not even worry about that shit. So how is Justin's leg kicks going to affect Max and his mobility, and how is it going to affect his game plan and the entire fight in general? So like Max's game plan against Alex, where he kept eating those leg kicks, it didn't really help him later on. And this is Justin Gaethje, who's known for putting dudes in the hospital for fucking leg kicks. He's going to be prepared and see that in film, or at least his coaches are, and going to relay it to him. I guarantee you that's going to be a key to this fight. We'll find out. They're both fan favorites. Absolutely love watching both of them fight. Then Zhang Weili and Yang Yaonan. I don't want to mispronounce that, but I really don't know how to pronounce that. Either way, Battle of China for the women's strawweight title. It's going to be a fucking great bout. Do we get another Chinese women's champion? Or is Zhang Weili holding it down? Holding that crown? Okay, well, we'll find out. She is a beast. I've never seen... I saw something online that the Yan lady doesn't even have much on social media in terms of followers. And somebody was like, how did this girl get the fight? It's not even about followers, bro. She's doing her fucking job well. That's how she got the fight. Ranked number 1 in the division. That's how she got the fight. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what she brings to the table. I'm interested to see that fight. Main event, okay? I think a lot of people are sleeping. A lot of people are snoozing. A lot of people don't realize how clean Jamal Hill is when it comes to his striking and his boxing. Go back, watch Glover. Go back and watch Glover. Now, don't get me wrong. Glover's going to have to tell Alex a couple of things in terms of, you might want to miss these, don't do that. And, you know, we ain't doing this in the game plan. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a good one. And I'm not saying that because I think Jamal's going to walk through Alex. Not at all. I think both of them bring a great fucking matchup that's going to come to a head. It's going to be an amazing striking battle. And this is what makes me excited about when Alex was in the 185 division. We're getting a striking battle. A kickboxing clinic when he was going against Israel. Okay? Literally. I love watching those. I'm not saying that I don't like to watch the grappling, but a kickboxing clinic, like, this is going to be a striking clinic. We're going to be able to see these two fucking go at it for the 205 belt. Come on. Alex goes against Yuri, knocks him out. Questionable stoppage to a lot of people. I understand that. Is he going to add another gem to the belt? Literally. Like he's not Thanos. I've never seen the movies, so please forgive me. But y'all motherfuckers were shitting on this main event? On this card? How? This is going to be exciting. I hope and pray we get every single fight on this card. There's no pullouts. There's no weight missing. No illnesses, injuries. Please, let this card happen. Seems like all the main events for, like, you know, 100, 200. One of those, every time those happen, something comes up. 200, it was fucking John Jones. Later with Brock Lesnar. The whole thing, dude. So let's get through this one clear. And I hope to see you guys in the post, because I'm going to be excited about whatever the fuck happens and who is going to be champion and where we're going moving forward. Is Alex king of 205? Does Izzy go up to 205 to rematch him? Does Jan get a rematch if he gets through this with Jamal? Does Jamal beat him? Does Jamal get that Yuri rematch if Yuri beats Alexander Rakic? There are way too many routes to go depending on what happens. So I'll see you guys then. Appreciate the love and support, especially on the new channel. Had to abandon the other one. We had about 4,000 only because a lot of problems with YouTube, a lot of things that just couldn't really be fixed. So they kind of bullied me out of my channel to, you know, per se, but can't stop me. So we'll keep it going. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.